Arg, how are ye this morning, time pirates? I'm here and awake, and I had a pretty good morning, so let's hope this stays like this. Poor Zafo, I'm his morning call. The sound of his wife saying hello to pirates. It's what he wakes up to every morning. But yeah, I walked the dog today and took a shower and had a BLT. Zafo made bacon last night for our smash burgers. And I was like, you know what? I think I'd rather have that in the morning. So I did. The BLT was delicious. It was delicious. It was everything I wanted it to be. Let's see. I've already taken my meds. I am set to go. I'm set to go. I'm ready to begin this day. How about you guys? How are y'all doing? Where are you this morning? Pearl says, I'm here, but in the shower. Back in chat in a bit. Absolutely. We will see you when you're nice and fresh and clean. And Livia's here. Why, good afternoon, Livia. Welcome in. What adventure are you up to today? And Livia says hi to Kelly and Alicia. Alicia will be here in a moment. It's all good. So the running around with school-age children and getting them to school always takes a little bit longer. And Livia says, I'm on my last sprint and I'm listening to The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. Yay! I have not read any of his books. Isn't that funny? While tidying up my desk and organizing my markers. I love it. My kids never got into it, so I never grabbed it. And then obviously it's way after my time. So I would like to read them. I just haven't gotten there yet. There's so much to read. And Chris says, morning, everyone. I'm going to be reading The Canyon Cathedral by Michelle Renee today. Hey, it rhymes. Look at that. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. That sounds like a great get for this morning. And Livia says, hi, Chris. And I will be reading this morning too because I am almost done. I've like under an hour left of 12 Months by Jim Butcher. So I don't know exactly how much I have because that's like to the end of the book, including all the other stuff that's in it. So I will finish that this morning. And once I get that done, then I will do my editing. So I have a new project. Suddenly all the projects have come in. I had no projects for months and now I have 3. So get this one done. I need to send the contract out for the one that starts mid-September and get it all working. It's the sad part about this though, because almost everyone I'm getting are their clients I've had before, right? So they know the value of doing this. Because we've had a lot less people asking because they're using AI, but they're going to find out how much AI does not work for this. Now, AI can at least scan through and look at your grammar, right? Find the commas if it's programmed correctly. So if you take some time to make sure it knows what you're looking for and which rules you are using, then it could actually do that. But when it comes to developmental editing and looking at your story, and it can't do that. It just can't. It doesn't understand what story is. It can copy it, but copying it doesn't mean looking at it critically. So that's a whole different ball game. Let's see. Livia says, they are good. I'm really enjoying them. Oh, I'm glad. I'm so glad. And I always love mythology. Me too. That's why I thought, oh, I should read these. If I was a kid when they came out, I would have devoured them, right? If my children had picked them up, I probably would have also picked them up and devoured them. But neither of those things happened, so I never got to them. Hello, Alicia. How are you this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Traffic is a shit show this morning.
I'm sorry.
No train involved, so that's saying something.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, that's more frustrating. At least then you could blame the train.
So, yeah, right? The road that's near my house, that's part of the route that I use to take the kids to school. They started blocking it off so that like one side of the road is completely blocked off. Like you're not supposed to drive down it. Somebody has already decided that they're like, fuck this. I'm just going to drive down the road, even though they have cones down the middle of the road. And he knocked over one of the cones so that he could turn down a side street. So there's that. I was like, I'm not going back this way because by the time I had reached the gas station near the interstate,
Uh-huh.
they had the traffic backed up all the way to the intersection of that said interstate. And I was like, oh no. And so of course they're just getting set up, so they can't control traffic right now. So I'm just like, no. Mm-mm.
You know, those people who think they're more important than everyone else really piss me off more than anything in the world.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, I understand it's frustrating. I understand. I can even understand that you're pissed off. Be pissed off with us and don't think you're so much better and going to make, because you're making life then harder, because by him knocking over that, now he's blocking more traffic and making everything worse until someone has to get out of their car and do the right thing and move it. And
Exactly.
it's just I'm like, no, I cannot stand selfish, self-important people like that. They piss me off.
Patience is a virtue.
Ugh.
And that was just the beginning. I hadn't even gotten close to the school yet. Then as I was making the left-hand turn, in the middle of a turn, there was an ambulance and a fire truck trying to go through the intersection at the same time. And I was like, you can't.
Like, you're like, I'm sorry, give me just a minute. I did not see you. I'm sorry.
Well, thankfully it was not just me. It was like me and like 10 other cars. But like they were coming down the road and I was liking it. And I was like, dude. Then there was 2 cop cars pulling people over. And again, this is all before we get to the school. And I was just like, trying to, my son's like, we're going to be late. And I was like, you're not going to be late. I was like, this I know, but to get there, it's like going to hell and back. I was like, you better enjoy this day of school.
Oh,
geez Louise.
And you get to do it all again at 2.
Yeah, 2:30. I get out at 3:15 today. And I was just like, oh my God. But I got my notebook. This one's pretty cool.
Oh, what's that one for?
This is going to be one of the reading journals because it's an 8x8. I haven't opened it yet, so I'll have to open it so you guys can see it. And I sold 6 books on Pango since Sunday.
That's awesome.
So I got to ship those out today, the 4, because it was someone bought a whole series that I had listed. This, I think, if I remember correctly, should be the koi one, and I bought a color that I wouldn't normally buy because it looked pretty. Yeah.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So now I have to make a decision. Do I use this one or save it for later and use one of the other ones? Because the other ones I think they're in blue. So I have 2 different shades of blue, and then I have this one.
I love it.
So I'm excited.
Is that T. Fossey? Or I can't remember which one.
No, yeah,
T. Fossey, right?
Fosse's.
Yeah, it's time. Once I finish getting this one set up, it's about done set up now. I just have to edit the videos. Then I'm gonna switch over to my sorry, my nose is being evil today. I'll switch over to my next year. So I need to decide which one, because I want to be ahead of it, right? Like I've been catching up. So I want to be ahead of it before January starts.
That's what I'm going to be doing. That's why I need to decide which notebook I'm using so I can start setting them up. Because I've got a square and an A5 to set up before January.
Nice.
Maybe more if I can get my collective crap together.
And I think I'm not going to do a calendar. I think I'm going to, because I don't need the calendar in that. I have the calendar in my planner, right?
Right.
And I have my regular calendar that I take everywhere to write shit in, right? That's my messy thing. And so I don't see that, because I don't care. Like I've seen people, actually everyone I think that has a calendar, they, when they start a book, when they end a book, and they do, but I don't care. So that's not something I care about recording. So I think I'm just going to do, I saw someone else, I forget the name, doing just like a feature page.
Okay.
That's as like August or July or whatever, right? So I want to do that so I'm going to try just doing a feature page instead of the calendar.
Ooh.
Because then I also have a lot of materials I want to use for fun. What is she playing with? She's pawing at something and jumping from it. You're not killing a toad, are you?
Oh God. Hopefully it's not that big nasty one.
Hey. Leave the toad alone. Again, she just wants to play with it, but she's going to kill it.
It's not one of those big ones, is it?
I mean, we have big toads here, but not any bigger than yours. They're not the bull. It's not a bullfrog. They're actually
the Bufo
toads.
Merino or whatever.
It's either an American toad or a Houston toad. They look so much alike. Yes, there are two different species, I found out, but I cannot tell the difference. They look exactly the same to me, so I don't know.
Probably like slight variation of some sort.
There's this one little thing, this toe actually goes slightly to the left. She's totally going to kill that toad. Oh, I probably should make her come in before she eats it. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yes. Because we don't like down here in Florida. I don't know if they have them in Houston, but down here in Florida, we have the Bufo Merino frogs or Bufo. I don't know. There's several names for it, like cane toads or whatever. But those things are so big.
Oh, never mind. It's a cicada. I don't care.
Oh, I was telling them we were talking about how we have the cane toads. They're like this big, and they will secrete toxins. So if a pet messes with it, then one of my old jobs, she had one, and they somehow they were messing with the toad, and the dog went into seizures before it passed away a couple weeks later.
Aw. Well, I'm lucky they're not cane toads. I've never even seen them around here. I'm sure we have them, but I've not seen them.
We had one. I could probably send you a picture. It's huge. My husband put it in the rat trap that was out in the workshop.
Oh, that's why I can't believe you've not seen any alligators. I mean, you live in the country in Florida. It just surprises me.
I mean, I've seen one on the side of the road.
Oh, well, see, so at least it's something.
Not in our yard or anything like that. But that was 10 minutes from me when I saw it on the side of the road, and it looked like somebody had either shot at it or they had run it over. Because it was still kind of alive, but you could tell it was injured.
Oh, poor baby.
And I was like,
it's just a gator. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
I hate people.
Well, there's a guy that has a little food stand or whatever, not too far, probably about 10 minutes away. But he's talked about how he sources his gator bites. So.
No, I don't mind if you're hunting it to eat it. It's being cruel. If you're shooting at or just doing things and then leaving it on the side of the road, that's cruel.
Well, no, he gets them not legally. There's a legal way for him to do it. But
okay, that's just dumb. Why would I
don't know. I guess there's procedures, but the Florida Fish and Wildlife have made many visits to him. And the only reason I know how he sources them is because my dad went to go buy food from him to try food. And Alan went with him, and Alan said, dude, that guy is he's not kosher. He's not, he's got a screw loose. No, and he's very racist. And I was like, nope. Okay.
We're done. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't live in the country. I can't take it. But yeah, that's the, and really, they give them, we saw one, if you watch that Gator Hunter show. I can't remember what it was called now.
There's a Gator Hunter show?
Mm-hmm. We watched an entire season just because it was so unique. We'd never seen it before. I thought that the big gators were female. They're not. They're male. Anything over 13 feet is male, period. Because so many lizards, the female's the bigger one, but not in gators. They're not lizards, right? They're reptiles, but they're not lizards anyway. And so, but I just assumed, right? Nope. The biggest ones are actually male. So all these things that we learned, right? We learned about and that's why I watch shows like that. But they would give them the people, and they were individual people. It was 5 people with the company. Okay. And they would get 600 tags. They could kill 600 gators a year. So it's not because they're not endangered species anymore. They've completely come back. But you still have to control the hunting.
Right.
right? Otherwise, they will be endangered again. So you still have to get the tags, but they give a ton of them. So there's no effing reason why you have to go and get them illegal. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's just ridiculous. So yeah. But it was very interesting. Again, it's a life I would never ever lead, have no exposure to, and that's the shit that fascinates me, right? So I just learned so much watching that show.
Wow.
And if the world comes to an end, I know how to catch a gator now.
Well, yeah. I hear they taste just like chicken.
Oh, I've eaten them before. I have no problem with eating gator. So I've definitely eaten it. Actually, quite a few times. It actually tastes like chicken and shrimp had a baby. Yeah.
I don't like shrimp.
You probably won't like gator then. Yeah, it's like a combo. It's a very unique combo. The problem is if you don't cook it just right, it's just rubber. Kind of like a lot of seafood, right?
Yes.
You've got to cook it right.
Ew.
But excellent. Now I've never cooked it.
Right.
But I have eaten it quite a lot. I mean, I'm in Houston, of course I have. There are a few places in the world where the food scene is better than Houston. Few.
I think I've had deer, and that's about it. That goes beyond my cow and chicken ratios.
Yeah, I've had venison. I love duck. Love duck. I've had buffalo, ostrich, but both buffalo and ostrich I've only had like a couple times.
Right.
What else? Elk. I don't know, I've eaten a lot of things. I've eaten a lot of things. Life is short. I've not eaten horse, but I think I just can't mentally.
That's like me with squirrels. I've raised a couple of squirrels, so I wouldn't do it.
Squirrel I've never had. I haven't had squirrel. But yeah, I don't think I could. I don't think there's anything morally wrong about eating horse, but I can't do it personally.
You've had that attachment.
Yep. Let's see. And we have Courtney has joined us. Why, hello, Courtney.
Hello.
Hi, morning, y'all. Good morning. Are you sprinting today? Gotta know where we're going next. And Olivia says, hi, Courtney. Ren says, hello, everyone. Why, good afternoon, Ren. And Corey is here. Hello, lovelies. I'm headed to work after getting the kiddos off on their first day of school. Oh, congratulations.
Ooh.
Did you have the traffic issues that
I had?
It's always bad on the first day of school, right? But you're on the second week at this point. You would think.
No, we're on the third week.
Are you on the third week? God,
yeah, they started back on the 10th.
Time flies.
I know, right?
Corey is looking forward to having a quiet house when I get home for a little bit, right?
I get that sentiment 100%.
Chris says Rick Riordan is one of my favorite authors. Oh, that's good to know. If I ever find it, like if I have a reason, like it comes up on a reading challenge, I'll grab it. Or if I happen to see it when I am doing Little Free Libraries or thrifting or any of that, I'll grab it. But I don't think I'm just going to go seek it out. So we'll see. It has to fall in my lap.
I have a couple of his books. They're okay.
I mean, your kids almost read.
Yeah, they're almost at that age.
Mm-hmm.
I've only read the Percy Jackson, like the first 5. I haven't continued on.
Ren is lurking today, getting studying done. Absolutely. Hit those books, Ren. We expect a lot of you. Olivia says, hi, Ren. Hi, Corey. Ren says, hey, Olivia. Courtney says, hi, Olivia, Ren, Pearl, Alicia, Kelly, and Chris.
Hello.
And Livia says, I bought them for me, but my son is reading them and he's liking them too. Oh, I love that. Nice. That's awesome. How old's your son, Livia? I don't remember. I mean, if you want to share, obviously you don't share anything you're not comfortable with. Ren says, hey, Courtney. And Courtney says, people on the road in all this crazy rain is nuts. Yeah, it usually is. That's when it gets crazy around here too. Because you get people that pretend it's not raining, everything's fine. And then you get the people that are so afraid of the rain that they're going 10 miles an hour. It's like, come on, man. There's an in-between, you two. Yep. Now she's running around like crazy. The cicada is like the best toy I ever got her. Allie has joined us. Hello, Allie. Hello, Kelly and Alicia. Reading Executive Orders by Julie Heisey. I think I say her name different every time I say it. 7% in, good so far. And Ali says, hello, chat. And Corey says, Alicia, can you send me your Pango? I'm newsy. Ooh, put your Pango in the thing. That's a good.
I put it in the chat. Yep.
And Livia says, so pretty. Mine should arrive on Friday. Nice. I need to get mine. I figure November I'll get it all set up. Again, November's the time that we can actually breathe for a little bit. So, of course, I'm planning everything in November, which means we won't be able to breathe in November. There's no winning.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't have a choice. What choice do I have? The time doesn't wait. Look, you just said it was 3 weeks. And I was like, wait, what?
This is true.
Yeah, time waits for no one. Olivia says the next one I'll buy will be the koi one and the dragon one. Nice. I don't know which one I want. Because since I want to stick with the theme, I want to think about what theme I want.
The only thing I don't like about the dragon one is because the front cover is not a whole cover. They've actually cut out a window. So you can like reach through the door. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, then you could put the pretty art on the inside and it'll show through. I mean, I kind of like that.
You could.
I don't know. I want a dragon one though, because I already have one for my other project, right?
Right.
And I don't need like a book themed one because I already have that. And I have ducks for this one, so I already have swamp. So I was looking at the fox one for the notebook therapy, the one they have back in stock now. But the problem is with that one, it's going to be a lot of the same stuff I'm using for this one, right? It's going to be a lot of the swampy and the animals and the insect things, to go with the fox kind of forest thing. And it's like, I don't want it again. I want something totally different. I might just go to my little store that I have right there and see what they have.
There you go. Now
you know what I mean? And then that limits it too, right? So it limits my choices, which will make it a lot easier to choose instead of the whole internet. So I will go look because they had a ton of Archer and Olive, but they had a lot of other stuff too. So I think, they had other stuff. I won't say a lot because it looks like Archer and Olive were the, because it's small, right? Were the main, journals that they had.
I mean, I would not complain if I were there. I just go, which one do I want today?
Depends on the theme. I mean, and some of the Archer Olive ones are basically just colors, right? So I could always just get a color and do whatever dang thing I want, right? Just have it match. If it's pastel, match pastel colors. If it's, primary, match primary colors. But otherwise, whatever I want. So I could do that too.
I know.
So we shall see. We shall see. Whoops. Go back. Why do I have the hiccups like every morning now?
I don't know.
Livy says, I use the calendar like that with the day I started and the one I finished a book. Right? That's what I've seen it. Yeah, but I don't care having in my journal either. I've recorded it on Storygraph. There you go. Yeah, I think I'm just going to make a pretty page. And Livia says, now I use it for start of readathons and for book club discussion dates and time. Yeah, that's what I used it for too, but I have that in here. So do I need it in there? I don't know.
It depends.
I'm going to try it this month without it and see. And then I'm still so I'm still figuring out what works for me. And then I'll just decide in September which one I liked better. And Livia says hi to Allie. Allie says hi, Livia. Courtney says, I hate animal waste. You mean dead animals on the side of the road?
Oh, yeah.
Lindsay says, Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay. Hey, guys. Hope all is okay today. I'm working late tonight. Oh, that's no fun. That's not allowed. Not allowed. Which also, Lindsay, I had a question for you if you are still here and didn't run away to work. Is my friend who is moving to Scotland for a year to earn her MFA. Her going away party is Saturday. And I was wondering if there's anything that you think like she should have while she's in Scotland that I should get her. Just let me know. And Allie says, hi, Pearl, Chris, Courtney, Corey, and Ren. Allie says, hi, Lindsay. Olivia says, hi, Lindsay. And Ren says, hey, Allie. And I've had ostrich and duck. Yes, yummy, yummy. I love duck. Duck's my favorite. Actually, we can eat more duck now. It's just the two of us. We were talking about things we could eat more. That now we're only feeding two of us. Then it's not as expensive. We don't have to buy enough for 4 or 5,
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, duck. We can eat more duck now. We got bacon yesterday because bacon's so expensive. That's why the BLT this morning.
Ooh.
Because we have to get with my son and daughter and dad, we had to get like 2 pounds of bacon. And that would be like, a meal with just a little bit of leftovers. So
Wow.
now we can get like, just the pound. And not only do we have it with burgers, even though I didn't want burgers, but we had it yesterday. We have plenty of
Right.
leftovers. You know what I mean? So we can eat it all week on sandwiches and stuff.
Nice.
And Courtney says, I will be sprinting later, trying to start workout now. Excellent. Excellent. Go sweat. Go sweat. Ren says, seafood wise, I just like fish, prawns, squid, and calamari. Well, squid is calamari to us. You have different words for it?
Yeah. It's blah.
Squid, no, it's not. It's delicious. Again, as long as you cook it right.
I don't like calamari, but then again, I don't like seafood. So
I love seafood. Again, if it wasn't so expensive, I'd eat more seafood. I'd eat way more seafood than beef. We eat more beef here because it's cheaper, but I'd much rather have seafood. Courtney says hi to Allie, and Ren says mussels and oysters and the like absolutely terrible for me. Oh no, but I love mussels and oysters. Holy moly. Safo and I could sit down and you could just give us oysters on the half shell. We will eat them until we explode. We try so hard, but like, we're just going to get a dozen. We're right. You get 6, I get 6. I swear we could each eat 2 dozen each. They're so good. Especially if you get the ones from the Northeast. If you get cold water oysters, they have so much flavor. So much flavor. They're delicious.
You can have my
they're
share.
also stupid expensive.
I'll give you my share.
we had 2 dozen oysters one time, and they were all cold water. We were celebrating, and it was $200 for those oysters. I regret nothing, but I've never done it again. You know what I mean? Like, I can't.
That was a once in a lifetime, one and done.
But oh my God, they were so good. I was like, oh, is this what oysters are supposed to taste like? What the fuck have I been eating? Like, they're so, so good. Oh, it's ridiculous. And Tula has jumped in to say hi. Hi, Tula. How are you? Hey, Kelly. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Chet. Ren says, I don't mind sushi, but I prefer crispy sushi. I get it from the grocery store. I like crispy sushi. But when we go to a sushi place, just give me all the fish, man. Just thinly slice it and throw it on my plate, and I will eat it.
Okay.
Add some wasabi and soy, and I'm happy.
Oh, I can't have wasabi. It's too spicy.
Sorry.
My palate is so limited compared to you.
And wasabi is spicy, but it's delicious. And half the time it's not really wasabi, it's horseradish. And I love horseradish, so it's fine. It works for me. A lot of time it's horseradish dyed green. I've only had real wasabi like 3 times. Again, super expensive.
Oof.
Let's see. Lindsay says venison and deer is a fancy meat to have here. Well, it is here too. It's fancy here too. Mostly sourced through hunting season on large country estates, but also sometimes as a roadkill. Ren says, ignore that extra E on sushi. I didn't even notice it. No idea what you're talking about. And Alicia put in her pango if anyone is interested. Help Alicia make room on her bookshelves.
Yep.
And Courtney says, enjoy this real meat because the government trying to make us eat fake stuff. Yeah.
I'm not excited.
And Livia says he's almost 14. Oh, look at that. They grow so fast. Ren says venison is also the pricey side here. Yep, same here. Ren says, I think you can get crocodile here, but specifically from like crocodile farms. Nice. I've never had crocodile. I've only had alligator. I wonder if there's a difference. That would be interesting. But obviously we'd have alligator here and you'd have crocodile in Africa. It only makes sense. Lindsay says, ooh, let me have a think and I'll let you know. Thank you. I'm so excited. I was like, ooh, maybe Lindsay has something cool. Corey says, I didn't run into any traffic issues, but I also live about 3 minutes from school. My daughter, however, just got to school on the bus. School started 10 minutes ago. Not my fault. Not my problem. Yeah, on the first day of school, you're never counted late if your bus is late, right? So that's the benefit to riding the bus. It doesn't count. Corey, just wait half a second. She's clawing her way in again. Allie says, hi, Tula. Ren says, yes, we just call it different things. I'm pretty sure most people don't know that it's the same as they are always written out separately. Everyone is open to calamari, not so much for squid, right? I think that's why they call it calamari here too. When I told my dad, we got calamari from Olive Garden, right? So that's a chain. They pretend they're Italian. Everything is so sweet. I'm like, this is not Italian, but it's cheap. And when I was young, this was fancy eating, right? Like,
Right.
I laugh at you, Alicia, because your palate is exactly what mine was. It's exactly. I told you Popeyes was spicy for me. I was exactly
Yeah, I
what you
can't
are.
eat Popeyes.
Yeah, see? I was exactly. That's why I always laugh every time I'm like, that was me. But I've eaten a lot more since then, right? And decided I liked it. And it's that military raising, right? These are the things that you eat.
Yep.
So we got calamari, and we are telling our daughter, she was little at that time, like, yeah, this is squid. And my dad was like, wait, it's what now?
You gotta wait until he eats it, then you tell him. That's what they did to me.
Oh, well, he's eaten it forever, but he had no idea what it was. It's like,
Oh
oh,
my
it's
gosh.
breaded and fried, like, because at Olive Garden, I'm not even sure there's like calamari in there. And if it is, it's like chopped up. You know what I mean? You'll know it's good calamari if you got the legs in there too. So if you have the legs and then you have the round, right? Because that's the body chopped up, then you know it's actually calamari. I'm not sure what they're serving at Olive Garden. But when I was telling her, yeah, it's squid, my dad, it was so funny. He freaked out. He's like, nope. I was like, Dad, you've been eating this for decades and you love it. And he's like, nope.
He's like, that's because I didn't know what it was.
I'm like, you're the
Ew, but it's like
funniest man.
chewy. Do you not question the chewiness?
It's not chewy at all. That's my point, because Olive Garden, I'm not sure it's squid. You can't like break the bread off and see the squid in it. Like they chop it up. So it doesn't count.
No.
And again, if it's chewy, they cooked it too long. It's overcooked. It shouldn't be chewy.
I went to a very expensive restaurant because we were celebrating, I think it was Alan Sr.'s either promotion or retirement or something or other. I don't know. But his parents were down. So we went out to dinner. And they had it as part of one of those, like, here's several different appetizer things. And I was like, what is this? And they were like, try it. And I was like, I don't like when you say that. I tried it and I immediately went right back into a napkin. I was like, what was that? And they were like, calamari. And I was like, that is. They were like, squid. And I was like, bleh.
It's delicious. Squid's delicious. If you want to see something gross, watch someone prepare it. That's gross. You got to pull the beak out and all the insides, and you got to skin the outside of the.
La 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 la. I don't need to know.
Ren says, and how they are prepared and served is different, so the different look really seals the deal for most people. And Ren says, I'm with you, Alicia. I tend to go for the soy sauce and ginger. I like soy sauce and ginger too. Ginger, though, is like a palate cleanser, right? So it's in between. And Ali says, I could have a spicy when I was younger, but now I can't because of acid reflux and hernia. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I get why I had to change my diet, but I miss my old diet. Yeah, our best friends, Tammy and Henry's parents, they always made Mexican food that was so spicy I could not eat it. I just couldn't. I'm like, oh, this is really good if my mouth wasn't on fire. And then Senior got his acid reflux so bad he couldn't eat the spicy food anymore, so they had to like lower down the spice, and now he can actually eat it, and it's delicious.
I cannot tolerate spicy food, but that's because for whatever reason, and to this day I don't know why, but my parents used hot sauce as punishment. So, and they
but mine didn't, and I couldn't tolerate it either.
No, I don't know. It's just bleh.
Hey, not liking it, I get. I mean, you're allowed to like and not like whatever you want.
I'm lucky I can handle a mild packet from Taco Bell, and I haven't eaten Taco Bell in years, so that's my spice level. The only time I was able to go spicier was when I was pregnant with Lorelai. A mild packet from Taco Bell, I could not taste it. I had to go to the hot sauce in order to taste any kind of spice. And that was a lot for me. She likes the spiciness.
Livia says, I miss bell peppers. I can't eat them anymore. You can't eat bell peppers anymore. I would die.
What?
I love them.
Oh my gosh.
Chris says, I am making a similar face to Alicia. Yeah, Chris is like, I'm not eating any of that. Yeah.
No, thank you. Nope.
Tula says, hi, Allie. And Allie says, I love ginger. Me too. Ren says, ginger is a way of life. I have ginger carrot juice in the fridge. Ooh. So I'm going to drink that later today. I'm very excited. Ren says, ginger and garlic together. No one talk to me until I'm done. Yes. You know what? That's smells so good in the wok. when you have the hot oil and then you add that ginger and that garlic, that is like the best smell in the universe. Nothing beats it. Add in some hot peppers now and you are good to go. Just the Thai chilies. My God, it smells so good. And Livia says, I love ginger. Ren says, my spicy has my nose and eyes are running. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. And that is too spicy for me. So like really hot Indian, I can't do, and really hot Thai, I can't do. But I can do almost everything else now. So I've gotten better, much better. Though there's some really hot African food I can't eat either. There's some stewed plantains with tomatoes that I get from this little African joint. I do not know which part of Africa they are sourcing their food from. Like what culture it's coming from, I do not know. But it's plantains and tomatoes stewed, and the spicy sauce in it, it's so good. It's so spicy. That will make my eyes water, but I don't care. I eat every bite of it because the flavor is unbelievable. I'm like, I need this recipe. I've got to make this. So good. Ren says, I love an apple, ginger, and lemon cold pressed juice. Ooh, that does sound good. Now I want juice. I'll finish my matcha. All right. Are we ready for our first sprint? I do have to finish the news and check my email. And then I will be reading 12 months so I can get it done. What are you doing today, Alicia?
I already set up the first spirit for Spirit City. I did find 5 yesterday. So I'm on number 6. And then I need to eat breakfast and I'm going to package up these books.
Excellent, excellent. Sounds fabulous. All right, here we go, guys. We'll see you in 30. And there was our first sprint. I am almost done with my email, and I did watch the news. And once I finish email, I will be reading. How'd you do, Alicia?
I ate my breakfast. I put together the Pango box. So I wrapped each individual book, did a little thank you for your purchase card, and put it all in the box. It's ready to go. And no spirit yet.
No spirit yet.
No spirit yet. And I started to write my to-do list.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I have mine written. I haven't even opened it yet. I just want to finish this book first. It can wait.
Understandable.
Let's see. Ren, when I was talking about the plantain, stewed plantain and tomato dish, Ren says, based on the plantains part, I'd go West Africa or East Africa, leaning more West Africa. We don't really have any plantains down here in the southern region. And I said that makes sense because we have a huge Nigerian community here in Houston. So that would make sense if that's, who opened the restaurant, right?
Gotcha.
And Molly joined us. Why, hello, Molly. Speaking of food, my food stamp redetermination app was this morning at 8 a.m., except it wasn't. It never got scheduled. Oh, no. Seriously? Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Tula says, you don't have plantain, Ren? And Tula says, to be fair, we went 6 years, unless a visitor from the UK smuggled it in, without plantain in Egypt. I was shocked to find out it wasn't grown there. Interesting. Well, it does like really wet climates, right? So maybe it needs a wetter climate. Let's see. And Zwank said, just woke up. Yeah, and I freaking love plantains, by the way. They're one of my favorites. They're eaten so much in Latin America. They're in so many dishes. So to have it in the African dish, I was like, fuck yeah, sign me up. I even like, because I love ceviche, and I love to eat the ceviche with plantain chips. They serve it with all kinds of different crunchy things, but plantain chips, they're the perfect thing to go with the ceviche. It's my favorite. And Zwank says, just woke up. Well, good morning, Zwank. Apparently you needed that sleep. Yes. So accept it. I hope that means you did sleep well last night then. I know you were hoping for good sleep. I did have good sleep last night. I mean, at least as good as I ever get. Like, that's my ideal sleep because I only woke up like 3 times. So, but was able to go right back to sleep. It wasn't like I woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I will take it. And Molly says, I am not up to socializing today, as it turns out. Good reading, everyone. I'm so sorry, Molly. I'm so sorry. Zwank says, Konnichiwa, Pirates. Happy secondhand wardrobe day. Ooh, I like that. Happy banana split day and happy instant ramen day, which is what I had for lunch yesterday.
I was going to say, I know what I'm having for lunch today.
I had that for lunch yesterday. I've been in an instant ramen mood. I must have known the holiday was coming. And I have ice cream like every day. Sorry, that's just a requirement. It's probably 90% of my weight, and I don't care. I'm not stopping.
Now
I have to have that little joy in life, God damn it.
Yep.
Secondhand wardrobe. I bought my bra yesterday. It was like itching. I'm like, what the? And the wire had popped out. I was like, oh, another one. Oh, well, I just bought a new one. It's fine. So I threw it away and I went to get my new one, except I was wrong. That was my old one. I know that because the dog chewed up on the end, a little bit on the end. So there's like a little tear on it where the dog chewed it on the lining, right? And so that's why I bought another one. I was like, okay, well, this one's got to break now. I need another one, right? No, that was my new one, my brand new one. I've only worn it twice and the wire's already. So I pulled it out of the garbage. I'm like, I'm finding my receipt. I am taking this back. There's no way. I've had it for like 2 weeks and the wire's already broken. No, faulty.
Oh.
Faulty. And these are Lane Bryant bras, so they're not cheap.
Right.
And I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't want a refund. Just give me another one. This obviously is faulty because I will wear them for years. You know what I mean? So,
right. I stopped buying ones with wire in them. So all of mine are wireless.
I have not been able to find yet. Though I did get a recommendation from someone that I haven't tried yet. But besides that one that I haven't tried yet, all the other ones, I'm very large. And I don't like anything to hang at all because it's sweaty, right? So if I am outside, if I am leaving the house, I need something that lifts everything up.
Right.
And I haven't found anything that does that like a wire bra. So I need, I
I
will
do
keep looking.
Victoria's Secret, so.
Victoria's Secret doesn't carry my size.
Oi.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah. Yeah. And as Zwank says, I'm off to my self-care sprints. Y'all have great sprints and see y'all tomorrow morning. Absolutely, Zwank. And Vanessa has joined us. Good morning, Vanessa. Courtney says, workout mostly done. And hey, Tula, Molly, and Swank. Vanessa says, morning, pirates, arg. Just got done having my brain shrunk. Now I'm mentally healthy. Oh, I love that. I love that. And Courtney says, okay, let me go cue some sprints. Be back. And Alicia says, morning, Vanessa. Vanessa says, also, the AC company is here, so I'm going to be basking in the coolness of a properly sized AC unit soon. Ooh, congratulations. And Vanessa says, morning, Alicia. Vanessa says, hey, Courtney. And ciao, Zwank. Alicia says, put in the link for the self-care sprints with Jen and Courtney sprints, which is likely where I will go after. Mm-hmm. And Allie says, hi, Vanessa. Vanessa says, hey, Allie. And Chris says, I got to page 35 of 197 of the Canyon Cathedral. I love it. Nice. And Tula says, laid out some Arabic key rings for the laser. Going to do a few more rows of my lovey for a hamper and then take a reading break. Oh, I love that. I love that. Get some work done, get some reading done. Work, reading. I agree. That's the way to live. It's the way to live. Tula says, hi, Courtney. And Allie says, I got to page 69, 13% in executive orders. And Allie says, hello, Molly. And Vanessa says, I love plantains. Me too. I freaking love plantains. It's funny. Zafo is not a big fan. And so he got, what did he get? Oh, he got Jamaican jerk oxtail at the food trucks. Yes, this was off of a food truck. The con we just went to left a lot to be desired, but their food truck game, they knew what they were doing. So he got that, and of course it came with the side of plantains, and I ate all his plantains. So he's eating the oxtail. I had a bite because it was good. The boxtail, and the funny thing is the oxtail was not spicy. The rice was. It was really interesting how they put it together. It was delicious. But that plantains, I was like, I'll eat those. Thank you. I love them. I just love plantains. And Tula says, Kelly, I have scars from wired bras. Haven't worn them for years now. I swear by Triumph bras for a good fit or snag. It's a UK brand. I just started wearing theirs. I don't think Triumph I've got recommendations for. Let me see.
I know I stopped kind of wearing wire bras after they were saying, like, with my mom's breast cancer, like her breast cancer was like on the sides. And I know that she used to wear a lot of wire bras, and we were wondering if that would have any issue with it. But I didn't really like bras to begin with. So
oh yeah, I prefer to not wear them.
Yeah.
But that's in the air condition. Again, I need nothing. I need everything up. Yeah. Otherwise, because it's awful.
The ones I wear now are kind of like they push up a little bit, but it's all wireless.
Yeah, I'll try them. These ones actually look pretty good. The Triumph ones. And they're the same price as Lane Bryant. Maybe I'll try one of those. I will try one of those. Because also sometimes I need the wire ones because I have some shirts that cut too low because they cut lower than even I would want them to because I am so short. So even though the collar would be higher on a normal size person. So the bras I get, they cut lower so that you can't see the bra, right?
Right.
So I need, and none of these look like that. So I have to see. Yeah. You know what? It's tough being a girl.
It is.
I mean, it's tough being a boy too, but in different ways. Let's see. But thank you, Tula, for that recommendation. I will look those up. I will see what I can find. Vanessa says, same, Tula. When I started with my gyne, she did a breast exam and was like, oh, you've got some scarring here underneath. And I was like, what? She asked if I wore underwire and said, that's why. Yep. Vanessa says, hubby and I fight over plantains. I kind of wish he didn't like them. Another reason to keep Kevin around. I'm telling you, man. Zafo's got it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Man, I love plantains. I don't cook them very often, though, because they're not easy to cook. So, not very often. So when someone else has cooked them for me, I'm like, I'm in. Jean says, good morning, Kelly and Alicia. Going out to have a coffee and read on patio. It is very fall here. 17 degrees Celsius. Ooh, that sounds nice. We're still in the hundreds, man. We still have at least another month and a half of it. So,
and I hate it.
I mean, I don't hate it, but it means I'm not sitting out on my patio.
I want fall weather. It's almost September, goddammit.
We don't really get fall weather. What are you talking about?
I know.
We have lately. Lately, we've had falls and springs where we didn't used to. So I guess that's part of global warming too.
I'm still thinking, because I used to live in Maryland, that September is the start of cold weather. And then even though I've been here in Florida for almost 21 years, I still have not, my brain has not switched we don't have that until later. I want it in September.
I'm laughing. You know, my daughter and her boyfriend just bought the house, right? So they have their first house. And he's so cute because he's like, I want this perfect lawn. I'm like, oh, Jenna's making fun of me. He's like, what are you, a 40-year-old man? What's going on here? He's already in dad mode. They don't even have kids, you know? He's like, I'm going to straighten out this lawn. But he's in San Antonio, okay?
Right.
Even our lawn is kind of yellow right now in Houston. And if I watered it every day, it would be green, right? But I don't want to waste the water.
Exactly.
We need to drink the water. The grass is fine. I water my flowers because I need them to stay alive because I planted them when you shouldn't have planted them, but that's because the HOA made me, right? So I'm wasting water on that because I don't want them to die. The grass is used to it. This is what the grass does, right? Yellow is not dead. Yellow is, it's just not producing a lot of stuff right now because it doesn't need it. You know what I mean? And then it comes back green and gorgeous in the spring, you know? But he's like, he's in San Antonio. San Antonio gets a fraction of the rain we get, right? Like they are desert adjacent. They are right there. And so I was like, you go any farther west and people have rocks in their gardens. You know what I mean? And they're in a drought conditions right now. They're only allowed to water on Tuesdays, right? You know, this kind of thing. And so he goes out there and he mows the lawn all nice and short. And he's like, but I want it green. And so he like fertilizes it. I'm like, oh, dude, no, you don't. You don't. Okay, first of all, I don't care where you are in the northern hemisphere. You don't fertilize in August. You don't fertilize in the hottest month. You got to wait until it cools down, then you fertilize. And for up north, that was September. Down here, that's like end of October. It's when you fertilize because you've got to wait till it cools down, and then you have to water it in. So you know what I mean. So it's so cute that he's just like,
I want to do this.
He's like, so after we ate dinner, we're coming home. He's like, so I can't get my lawn green. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, you can't. Yeah, it's not going to be green until the spring, and it's not going to be green very long. It could still be very healthy. Like it needs to be healthy because right now it's just what the builders put down junk, right? So they got some weeds, they have some things, but I'm like, you're not going to be able to make it green. You live in San Antonio. If you want a green lawn, you need to move east. So that's, I'm like, you're just, when it comes up in the spring, you'll get to do all the things and keep everything alive and, you know, but you can't, the lawn's not going to be green.
Nope.
He was so funny. Let's see. Yeah, Jean says not only is it 17 degrees, but there's a cool breeze. And 41% of Ark Ministry of Witches by Dale Astra. Oh, I love that. Vanessa says, morning, Jean. And Courtney says, I always love when others cook for me. Same, Courtney. I'll eat whatever people cook for me. Allie says, morning, Jean. Jean says, I don't wear underwear. They dig into me. Yeah, me too. I guess I haven't been over the suffering part. I guess I needed all you women to tell me, you know, you don't have to suffer, right?
Yep.
Tell me I don't have to suffer.
You don't.
And Vanessa says today is cool in Atlanta. It's currently only 79. Oh, that is cooler. And our high is supposed to be 90. Nice. See, getting there. You do have seasons in Atlanta though.
Yeah.
Olivia says, hi, Vanessa. Hi, Jean. And Jean says, I recommend Torrid for bras. The t-shirt one, it has great support. Well, Torrid is owned by Lane Bryant, and Lane Bryant's the bra I just bought that already broke. Very unhappy about that. Courtney says, it is muggy, humid here. Yep. Same here. Jean says, he cooked the fertilizer. Yeah, the fertilizer is going to cook the lawn. That's why I said, I was like, dude, you can't, not yet. Don't do it. You put the bug stuff down because they have an ant problem right now because the house has been empty. So even while we were there, so Jenna, when she first went there, they were like coming into the pantry from behind the stove and stuff. So she got that all sprayed and found that, you know, and then she had to go through her yard And because she went and over the lawnmower over an ant pile, and they were so fast they like covered everything, and she had to like nope, she had to abandon the lawnmower and
Oh
walk
gosh.
away and wash herself off to get the ants off. So she went through an entire bag of the ant pellet stuff, getting all
Mm-hmm.
the ants in her yard. And I said, you can't kill them, but you're going to move them, right? This makes them move and go somewhere else. So just keep
Right.
spreading it. And then so when we were there just this weekend, there's some more ants came, and they came in right in through, and we had brownies on the counter that we had just gotten from HEB, and they just zoomed right up. They were all over the brownies, and all over. I mean, it was in a container, but they don't need to go in the
Right.
fridge. They're brownies, and so found the little hole they came in, sprayed all of that, sprayed all the thing, threw the brownies out, unfortunately. And then, though we probably could have just put them in the freezer and shake the ants off. At least ants don't carry disease. They're very clean. And then found the ant pile. It is so funny because when we first moved to our house, I had to go to war with the ants too. And until we were more on equal grounds. Every now and again they'll find a way in, and I'll kill them again, right? But
Mm-hmm.
we're kind of at a standstill at this point. But their house. The ants are still winning, right? And I told
Oh.
Jacob, I'm like, don't worry, man. You just go to war with them, and you will win. You just got to keep finding it. And he was like, they were looking in the backyard. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this ants from where they came in, it's in the front yard. And they wouldn't believe me because who am I, right? But then finally he went in the front yard, and he was like, yep, found it. It's in the front yard. And they bought another bag, right? Because they went through that whole bag. So
Oh my
he dumped it
gosh.
in that one too. I'm like, I'm telling you, this is going to be a little bit, right? You're just going to be fighting them. It's dry. They're coming in
Mm-hmm.
for the water. Even if you didn't have food on the counter, right? They're coming in for the water. They're coming in for they want things right now. So you just have to spray, make sure you
Yep.
get all of the openings where they are, and they will eventually not come in. But in your yard, yeah, you got to fight them all the time. Constant battle. But yeah.
For sure.
Yep, sorry about that. But I think it's cute that they, it's their house and they care, and I love that. I love that for them.
No.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see. Vanessa said, ciao to Livia. Livia says, I listened to 2 chapters of my book, found a place for my Tombow markers, and finished my sprints. And nicely done, Livia. Vanessa says, hubby has a great homemade remedy for ants. Message me if you want it. We're good with the chemicals. They work great. And they haven't hurt any of our animals or any of us. So it's a great solution. We have no issue with that. And if we get sugar ants, the borax and sugar works great. But they're having trouble with fire ants right now. So Courtney says, these little tiny Florida ants never go away. So any food open goes in fridge. I got rid of the tiny Florida ants too. You've used in a little bottle cap, I mixed in borax and sugar. And then I put that on the counters and right where they were coming in. And they would because what they'll do is they'll take that and they take it back to their nest, and it kills them all.
Yep.
So no, I was actually able to get rid of the little ones too. Libby says, I don't know what the ants you have in the U.S., but in Italy, if you find the first one, the explorer, and you kill it, the others don't come in the house. Yeah, they come way too fast around here. These fire ants, they're from South America, and they are unbelievably adaptive and super, super smart. So sure, if you just see one wandering around, but you're not gonna. By the time you see them, it's all of them. And I'm not even talking the tiny ones. I'm talking fire ants, so they're different.
We've even seen ant battles here. Like we saw one where it was like 2 nests, and they were climbing and flying all over the outside of the pool enclosure because they were trying to take over each other's territory.
I've never seen that before. Usually when there's flying ants, it's because all the new queens have hatched, so they're just trying to find new places to be. That's what the flying ants are.
They were attacking each other. That's all I know. Yeah. And I was like, oh, great.
Well, the new queens might have been attacking each other, right? And then only a few of them get away and then go make their own nests somewhere. Livia says you have to be lucky to find that first one. Yeah. It's just not going to happen. But that's all right. This is one time where I'm for the chemicals. They work great. They've made my life so much easier.
It's called a pest control. Come get these ants.
Courtney says gang ants. They were at it, man.
Exactly.
I love it. All right, here we go. Let's do our second sprint. And there was our second sprint. I got to 94% in 12 months, and it's so good. He just did the coolest bit of magic. Oh, I just love Dresden. I love him. I love him. I love him. He's not like any character I've ever read. It's fascinating. How'd you do?
I started going through my email, finished writing my to-do list, and we got a spirit.
Ooh, what did you get?
Let's see. Not that you guys would be able to see it, but it's a mouse
Aww.
in like a little cloak.
He's a studious mouse.
He's called a spell squeak.
Oh, how cute. Oh.
His little thing says, if you ever visit a prestigious magical academy, pay attention to where you step. Spell squeaks can often be found scurrying through the halls carrying towering stacks of books or volatile potion bottles to senior wizard professors. Their deliveries are usually bigger than they are, leaving only the occasional twitching tail or oversized sleeves visible. There's more, but I won't read it. That's cute.
Super cute. Super cute. Oh, let's see. Let us see where we are in chat. Let's see. I think we were at Dee Dee. Yep, where Dee Dee shimmied in and said, hey, hey, hey. Why, hello, Dee Dee, if you're still here. If not, thank you so much for stopping by. And Tula says, Vanessa got a call in the chatty bit, but yep, all under my arms and some from when they snapped. We were talking about underwire bras and the scarring.
Oh,
I even got a cut on my chin once from a snapped wire. Ouch. See, mine have never snapped. They only just poke through the cloth and then poke me. Vanessa says, Tula, ouch. Vanessa says, those things need warning labels for sure. And Tula says, 100% Vanessa. And Lindsay says, I've been using bras with no underwires for a few years due to intercostal pain. I've used snag bras for my current Favos Diversa as they have wide bands on them so they don't dig in. Interesting. Maybe I'll look up Diversa because the other one, now I'm going to forget because I closed the tab. I lied. Their bras were, when I was like, oh, they're the same price. That was just the ad part. The bras are actually like $70 and $80. I'm sorry. I cannot afford that for a bra. I just can't. I can't spend $70, $80 on a bra. So that one's not going to work. So let me see if this brand, Diversa, works. My max is $40, and even that hurts. So Pearl says, I'm back, showered and ready for the day. Excellent, excellent. Yes, when I showered this morning after my walk, I was like, oh, I feel so clean. Feel so clean. And Dee Dee says, going to listen to the rest of Throne of Power by Rena Kent. You have an hour and a half left. Nice. While I do some YouTube admin. And then I will get back to sorting clothes to give to charity. Oh, I love that. Virtue, let's see. Or Dee Dee says, but what I really want to do is crochet with my new yarn and practice a new technique. Planned pooling to create an argyle pattern. Ooh, I didn't even know you could do argyle with crochet. That's interesting. Lindsay says, I started Dragon Weather and I'm loving it. Oh, I'm so glad you love it. I'm having fun with it, I have to say. I'm about a third of the way in, but I don't like the time jumps. I don't like the time jumps. It's very confusing. But the rest of it, the characters are freaking amazing. So, and the world building, like what is going on in this world, it's so fascinating. I want to see a dragon. So, yeah, it's very cool. I agree. That's the time jumps are the only thing I'm having trouble with. Vanessa says, isn't it so good? And Livia says, I had a snack and read another chapter of my book. Yay! And Chris says, I got to page 67 of 197. This is on the slower side and isn't as engaging as the books I read yesterday. I think I will switch books and start City of Dragons next sprint. Nice. It's half the battles, right? It's knowing when you're like, maybe not right now. And Jean says, oh my God, I got the ARC Exit Party by Emily St. John Mandel. So excited. Oh, yay. Congratulations. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Vanessa says, wait till you meet the dragons. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can see there's like something that I'm supposed to, like there's something that's being hinted at about how the world works. And I'm very fascinated to find out what that is. And Vanessa says, yes, caps were locked on purpose. I love it. I love it. Ellie says, I got to page 88, 17% in executive orders. Oh, look at that, man. We are rocking it this morning. I am so proud of us. And quite frankly, since we went a little long on the last break, I'm going to cut this one short so that we can get back to it and we can stay on time. I try hard, but I don't quite get to it. Lindsay says, dragons, right? So, and it's a fast read too. Like, I got to a third of it just last night. So I like that too. But I need to finish this one first, and then I will finish that one. Where am I going? Writing sprint. All right, so we are going to start our third and final sprint, and we're pretty much on time, so not so bad. Are you ready, Alicia?
Yep. Yes. I muted myself because I don't know if you guys can hear the typing sound.
Yeah, but it's not annoying.
Okay. Well, that's part of the next spirit, so
Aww,
I had to have typewriting sounds.
That's kind of cool. I don't mind typewriting sounds. All right, here we go. I'm at 99%. So close. So close. I have 7 minutes left in the book. How'd you do? Besides being muted. Oh, you're waiting, Reddit. Let's see how chat did real quick.
There was a lot of noise going on, and I was like, hold on, because like the garage door was closing and all the things. We're still searching for the spirit. I'm gonna see if I can turn down the typewriter just a little bit so it's not as loud. But I basically got dressed and I made a list because I'm gonna go to Target after I go to the post office. So things are getting done. Ooh, what's that?
This is book mail. It's something I ordered a month and a half ago, but it wasn't available here, so I had to order it from Blackwell's, which I had never done before.
Hopefully it was an easy process.
Yeah, it was just as easy as Barnes & Noble. It just took forever. But this is Theodora's Tea Shop by Christy Ann Jones. I wanted to get it because she's a YouTuber that I follow, and I followed her for a long time. She's the one I was telling you about that does the writers. Look at that. The little tea bags.
So pretty.
She does writers routines. Like when they write, when they don't. She does a whole bunch of famous ones and then looks them up. Oh, it's really cute. So this is supposed to be like a cozy standalone fantasy. She also writes the hardest way I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
She drafts the entire book. And then she puts the draft aside and she writes it again. And then she puts it aside and she writes it again. And she keeps doing that until she's happy with it.
What?
Thank you. I'm like, that's crazy. But I am so fascinated by this. It says, Dad had imagined 1,000 Theodoras, young, old, haggard, enchanting, every kind of fairy queen or vile sorceress that her mind could conjure. None of them had come close to the truth of her. Nice. So I'm excited.
Is it only out in the UK?
Australia, actually.
Australia.
So yeah, Australia is where it was produced. Like, this is the book that I told you about a long time ago where I said it was available for pre-order on Amazon. So I pre-ordered it and then it just disappeared.
Oh.
So I don't know what happened contract-wise or what was going on, but something happened. Look, it's signed like with a pen.
Ooh. They don't do that anymore.
It's probably part of the reason why it took so long. That's pretty cool. And it just costs the same as a normal book. I don't remember. It was like $35. You know, same thing as like our hardcover.
Right. Huh.
So, but she's just like the sweetest thing in the universe. And I was like, I've got to see what she wrote. She went through the whole process of getting her agent, and that's all online. Like, she shared all of her process, and it's really cool. There's a map.
Well, that's cool.
This is very bad timing. I have a lot to do. And this isn't even on my list of books to read.
Maybe your TBR will be nice and put it on there next month.
Maybe. I'm going to have to figure out how to put it on my Goober readathon, so I at least get it on there.
There you go.
But very excited about that. All right, let's see how everyone else did during that sprint. I read that. Dragon Weather. The Ark.
I think we ended.
And Christina.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have Christina. Good morning, Christina. Kelly and Alicia. Christina says. And Christina says, hi, Ren, Livia, and Tula. Morning, Allie, Zwank, Molly, Vanessa, Courtney, Chris, and Jean. And Christina says, hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Lindsay and Pearl. And Alicia says, good morning, Christina. Vanessa says, morning, Mama. Lindsay says, gift ideas, thermal gloves or hiking walking socks. Ooh, I like that. I wear my walking socks every day in the winter. I mean, it's often dark and gray here, so something warm or cozy is a good idea. Or a warm hat. Oh, I love all of that. Thank you, Lindsay. I'm going to copy this and paste this somewhere so I don't lose it. All it copied was socks. That thing I just copied, socks was the only thing it copied.
Rude.
Like I'm trying to copy the whole thing. No, stop that. No, stop that. Stop. Really? I'll figure it out. You know what? I'll just take a screenshot. Stop. All right. Let's see. Vanessa says the AC guys are almost done. Allie says I got to page 93, 18% in executive orders. Ren says thanks for sprints. Kelly and Alicia may or may not catch you tomorrow since I'll be writing my test then. Oh, good luck, Ren. You've got this. You've got it. Knock it out. Chris says I got to page 38 of 425 of City of Dragons. Good. Excellent. I hope the switch in book is working for you. Vanessa says we were talking about revisions like that in the TWT chat Sunday. Rewriting rather than revising isn't common, but it's done. Yeah, it's very interesting. I can't remember which author we were talking about who did that. I will tell you, if I could write fast, I could see doing that. But I can't. By the way, she doesn't either. I've seen her write. So I'm like, there's no way. It would take years to write a book. So, yeah, it's crazy to me. It's crazy. But it's not wrong. I've said this over and over again. There is no wrong way to write a book. The only wrong way is to not write it, right? There is no wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just definitely the hardest way. Like she doesn't even take snippets from the old book and put it in the new one. She rewrites it. I'm like, no. If I did that, because my memory is so short with these things, if I did that, the book would be so different every time. It wouldn't even be the same book. And it would never get better. It would just be different every single time. And plus, I'd probably get bored and just stop doing it. There's something to do with that, too. I'm like, I've already told this story before. I'm bored. And Chris says, and now I am eating a chocolate chip muffin for lunch. Oh, that sounds yummy. Oh, and I also worked on the Google Doc for the autumn round of strolling through the seasons. I've not entered any of my books. I should probably do that. And Tula says, pretty and in my fave color, right? Well, you can get it. Like I had to go this whole special route. That's why I watched one of her videos going, how do I get it? She was answering questions. I'm like, you better answer how I get it. Because she has to know. Because she has, some 1,000 followers. I can't remember. It's a bunch of them. And I was like, she has to know that, we Americans who watch her are like, we can't get your book, So, and she did. She answered. It was like the third question she answered. I'm like, thank you. And then I went there and ta-da, there it is.
Yep.
Thermal socks or thermal gloves are good ideas too. I love that. And we've got a REI right here where I get some good stuff. So that is what I will do. I love that idea. Chris says, is the dragon on Alicia's desk the same one you showed off last night, Kelly? Yes, kind of. Alicia, ready to do our dragons? Let's do our dragons. By the way, I named my dragon's name is Timothy.
I haven't named mine yet.
Well, you have to let us know when you name it. Okay, you ready? They're almost the same except one difference. Here we go.
Oh, I hit this button.
You see the eyes? Look at that. Look at breathing fire. So cute. Do you see the tail? Look at that.
Nope.
Look at that. Oh, you're stopped. It was like, nah, I'm done.
I pushed the button.
Oh, did it stop? Yeah, see?
Yeah.
It's so cute. I love it.
Yours looks like it's more whiter than mine. Because mine has kind of like a gray tint to it.
Well, mine is like parchment paper color. But yours is dark. Your room is always darker than mine. So it might just be the light.
Hold on. Even if I put a light to it. Where's my...
Oh, his big fat belly. This is a well-fed dragon skeleton. Look at him.
See? I don't know if you can...
I don't know. It looks the same color to me. But again, it's hard to tell, man. Computers are weird.
I know. It kind of has like a grayish tint to it to me.
But I love Timothy. He's my favorite.
I got mine last year at Target's Halloween
Aww.
section, and I tried to buy him like a brother or a sibling, and the one I bought, the mouth does not open.
Aww. So they had a bunch of them. They had like a unicorn, but the unicorn just sounded like a horse. It didn't have cool sounds.
Right.
And it didn't move. And I was like, eh. So it had a bunch of different things that were super cute, but this one, I just won I was like, I have to have it. And it was at HEB that I found him. So
I know. I'm excited to go see if they started putting out Halloween stuff at Target. And if they did, I'm going to see if they have another dragon.
So cute. And it's funny because they had skeleton cows that looked like skeleton cows, like that, but they also had them that that had the round cow face. I'm like, oh, did they think the skeleton wasn't cute enough, so they had to make the round nose? And they had that with dogs too. They had the dog skeleton, but it had floppy ears like Cora. I was like, what? It was too scary. Just it was really weird.
So. We have a cat that sits over on the shelf, and it's just the skeleton of the cat like sitting down.
Oh,
it doesn't move or anything, but
does it have ears?
I think so.
Yeah, see, so they added the ears too, just like they did like the ears on the dog. So it was like, I'm like, wait, is it a skeleton or not? But it's so cute.
This is not the one I was thinking of, but this one sits on books and it has like a arched back.
Oh, it's so cute. But yeah, the ears. See, that's not. There's no ears in the bone. Actually, the nose doesn't quite look that either. But it's pretty cute. I mean, it's pretty cute.
And then I have another one that sits in the library where it's a skeleton and he's going shh, but he's in between two, like he's inside the book.
Oh.
And he turns on and he lights up. So when I find him again, I'll show you.
Oh, it's so fun. Oh, but I love him. I love Timothy. He's my friend. He's just going to sit here on my desk forever.
So, mine will go back in the library.
So good question, Chris. And Tula says, good fortune, Ren. And Vanessa says, but if you've already got it written, the entire story is settled in your head. So I don't think rewriting would take as long as the first draft. You think? I would agree with you, except not, because I've been rewriting this fourth book and it is taking me just as long as it did for me to draft the first one. So maybe for the brain who actually works properly, but not my brain. Not my brain. Chris says, it is. I have the audio for this one, which helps a lot. Though this is my least favorite arc in the realm of the Elderlings. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's an Elderling one? I didn't realize it was a Robin Hobb. And Vanessa says, I don't know, Kelly. I'm not sure you can say it won't be better, only different. You've never done it. True. It's true. Like I said, there's no wrong way. Except I am doing it. Like I'm doing it for book 4 right now. And yeah, because I blank page just rewrote it. And yeah, it's not going well. Still don't have it done. Chris says, so I have been procrastinating reading it. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. But you've got it now. Diving in. And Dee Dee says, I haven't listened to my book yet because I keep walking past my earbuds, which are at the other end of the room whenever I leave the room. I did get half of my YouTube admin done, though. Yay! Nicely done. And Christina says, I finished my cow diamond painting last night, and got about 60% through a new book. Loving it so much. Charles started reading it too. Oh, I love that. Nice. Yay. My daughter is a little halfway through Dungeon Crawler Carl, and we use the same KU account. And I was like, well, you better hurry because I start it next Wednesday. And Tula says, Dragos. Vanessa says, those are so cute. Right? They are so
I agree.
Cute. And Dee Dee says, I also somehow started the chain for the planned pooling sample. Ooh, somehow you weren't dying to do it or anything, Dee Dee. No, it just happened. I get that so much. I'm like, but I really want to do this thing. Mm-hmm. Christina's, where do you find those? So that's it. So
I found mine at Target.
And I got mine at HEB, which is the grocery store. So I know you don't have an HEB, but they might be at your grocery store, right? So
I would say check anywhere that sells Halloween decorations because a lot of them are doing a lot more skeletons. So it's possible you could find one.
Mm-hmm. And considering we both found them at 2 different places, and the only difference is the eye color.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are probably a lot more places. And Vanessa says they're testing the heat now. Ugh, but as soon as they're done with that, we'll have AC. Yay! So you didn't have to go too long without it. That's pretty nice.
Ooh, they have a new one this year. I'm looking at Target's website. They have one that has like the wingspan.
Oh, I didn't see one on my HEB that had that. That's okay.
They also now have like a bearded dragon.
Aww. They had
Ooh, they've
snake
got
and all
one.
kinds of things at that one, but they all didn't make noise, right? Some of them, like the snake,
No.
was just he moved, right? He was articulated, but he didn't do anything else.
If you want a T-Rex, they have a T-Rex. I don't know if he makes noise. I'm trying to find a link to the dragon. The one that there's a bat.
And Tula says, so cute. And Livia says, I love the dragons. And Chantel says, Alicia, I have that, the cat. Oh, Chantel has the cat too. We're a skeleton bunch. Who knew? Okay, no one's surprised.
Right? I also have gargoyles. There's this weird like alcove thing above my stove side. We don't have like I forget what it's called. The thing that goes usually up above the stove. We don't have one of those. There's cabinets. Mm-hmm. And so I put all my gargoyles up there so they protect the kitchen.
You don't have a hood of any sort?
No.
Well, how do you vent your stove?
I mean, there's like a little hood with a fan, but like
yeah. Okay, so you do have a little one.
It's just like a tall, a very short one. It doesn't go up.
Yeah, I mean, we have a small one too. We need a bigger one, but I was going to say, you've got to have a hood. Like, that's just a safety feature. Okay,
yeah,
I gotcha.
This house was built in 94, so there's things I question.
This one was 2013, and we question it too. I'm sorry, man, because they're putting up houses so fast. Bubblegum and paper clips. That's what I say. This house was put together with bubblegum and paper clips.
Probably. Me and Alan have done this numerous times where we sit there and go, if we had the money and slightly more land, this is what we would change to the house.
Yep, we do that too.
Push it back that way and push it that way. My pantry would be bigger. I don't have a coat closet by the front door. I would push out the porch. So there's things that we would change.
Same. 100%.
Our master bath has no door. So, like, if I want to go use the bathroom, I have to close the master bedroom door in order to use the bathroom because there's no door on the bathroom.
We have a door in the bathroom, but it's just like French doors almost, but smaller, right? So, but we have a toilet closet, so we can just go in the toilet closet.
Ours is, I mean, there's like so the way ours is set up, there's like a half wall, and then there's like a garden tub. And then that half wall, the toilet is on the other side, behind a wall where the sinks are.
Gotcha. So yep, no toilet closet.
It's in a closet, but there's no door.
Yeah, I like the toilet closets because then we can just shut in there, and then anyone can still take a shower, still brush their teeth, or grab clothes or something, right? But we could be closed in there. Let's see. And Chris says, yeah, it and Blood of Dragons are all I have left on my Phase 10 TBR. Oh, you're so close. You have, a week left? Yeah, a week left. You got this. And Chantel says, Christina, Livia. And Chris says, and reading those finishes the arc for me, so I want to get them done. Yes, nice. What'd you find, Alicia?
They have skeletons of rubber duckies.
Oh, I need to go to Target to pick up my subscription. So,
and they have a standing donkey skeleton.
That one they had too, but it didn't make any sound, and I was very sad because I wanted it to make sound because I would have bought that too. If the donkey had made sound, I would have bought it.
Oh, I gotta get the parrot now because they have a parrot. We could use that for Halloween.
For pirates.
So many things. Ooh, they've got a crocodile.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Chantel says, "Are we surprised? Have you not met us? Yeah, no, not surprised by the skeleton thing. Really not. Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, they even have a cat skeleton where it's laying down and it's crossing its paws.
Oh,
that's adorable."
Vanessa says they're gone now to see if the AC actually brings the temp of the room down. Crossing fingers. I mean, it's gonna. Let's just see how fast it happens, right?
Yes.
And Christina says, we have a hood. There is a fan, but there's a cupboard right above it. Yeah, same with ours. And there's not a vent. We don't use it, just the light. Are you sure there's not a vent? Like ours vents right to the outside, but there's not like a huge, it just vents to the outside. That would be weird if there wasn't a vent. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's illegal if there's not a vent.
For what?
To vent that hood, it has to vent. Like it's legally required. So
I don't know. I don't think so. It doesn't go up, and the kitchen, there's a hallway behind it. So I don't know. Unless it goes in the wall and up.
which is what they often do. That's what
Yeah.
ours does, except ours goes out because ours is on the outside wall. So it goes in the wall and out.
Ours is smack dab in the middle of the house.
Hmm.
So, and like I said, unless it goes in the wall and up, I don't know.
Interesting. Though I have seen ones when I've seen people repair houses, like when they do the thing that they don't vent. And that's what they always say. They're like, that was illegal. So it's not like it doesn't happen, right?
Right.
People do things all the time that they're not supposed to.
Well, and we question some of the parts of this house because, like I said, we have a panel of 4 light switches. We have no idea what they go to. Like, we've been here 12 years and we're still trying to figure it out.
Oh, that's so funny.
And
that would drive Safo crazy. He'd have to track that down.
And then, like, if you go just outside onto the back patio, if you look to the left, there's like this silver, I guess, piping. It goes up the wall and across, and it leads to an outlet. And there's a switch on the lower part. But even if we turn off the entire house power, it still has power.
So it's on something separate altogether.
Which we can't figure out.
That's so funny.
And we know that the solarium was not original to the house because you can knock on the outside of the wall and you can tell where cinder block ends and wood begins. And I'm like, really?
That's pretty normal if they add an expansion, though. Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Like, what else can we find?
Right.
But other than that, the bones are good.
I love it. See, Christina says, great progress, Chris. Vanessa says, okay, AC is running. The office is currently 81. Previously, the temp would never go down till the evening. So if it even goes down 1 degree, that means it's working. All right. We got it. Ali says, thank you for sprints. Kelly and Alicia. Chantel says, okay, muting, but leaving you up. Got to go start my stream. Go start your stream. We're done, man. You don't have to mute us. Go. Christina says, the stove is on an inside wall. So the vent would go right back into the kitchen. Gotcha. Unless it went all the way up to the roof. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, it's very interesting. I wonder did you have an expansion on your house too? Like maybe that was an outside wall and they added the expansion. So now it doesn't vent the way it's supposed to. Like I said, what's supposed to happen is not always what does, right? Christina says, I have no idea. There's a bedroom right behind the stove. Fascinating. Sherry says, thanks for the sprints and company. Kelly and Alicia, I'm off to set up. Happy sprinting. Like our our washer and dryer is in like the middle of the house. So our dryer vent goes up and over and then out. So that's where our dryer vent goes, right? So it's not, they can vent things when they're in the middle of the house. But again, and do are not the same thing.
We accidentally figured out that for whatever reason, my son decided that he was going to push his bedroom door open and put a hole in the wall. So as we were fixing it, we had to cut out a bigger slice so that we could put in. So my husband was doing that, and he goes, hey, I found our dryer vent. And I was like, what? Because right now, our dryer vent goes out from the dryer and then goes along the wall and out into the garage. For whatever reason, whoever the previous owners were doing it that way. But no, there's actually, it goes in the wall and it's supposed to go up and out. But for whatever reason, it doesn't. He goes, I found our dryer vent. Why it's not connected, I don't know. And
they probably changed it because you can't, when you have your dryer vent that vents to the roof, which some people do. We were afraid ours did at first, but it doesn't. We found where it vents. Because it's not on the ground, it's up. I'm like, why did they we need a ladder to clean, because that's the next big chore we need to do is clean out our dryer vent, and we need a ladder for it. It's not on the ground. I'm like, son of a gun. Like, y'all are killing me.
Yeah.
So but we found it. But they said when it's on the roof, like even the guys I saw, it's like you have to get professionals. So I'd be willing to bet that your house, whoever had lived there before, was like, well, we're not paying a professional to clean that damn thing. Let's just put it in the dryer. So they just rerouted it. Or in the garage. Let's just so I bet you they rerouted it. Probably. So that they wouldn't have to mess with that. That would be my guess. I'm guessing.
And now I have to like vacuum the garage every so often because lint and moisture and it sticks.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Vanessa says most hoods in the U.S. vent into the kitchen. Typically, there's a bit at the top front that the air comes out of, not outside. Hoods in Europe actually vent up and out. Oh, well, ours vents out. And when they built it, that was required by law right here. So I don't know. That's why they did it. And Vanessa says, thanks so much for sprints, y'all. See you tomorrow. And Christina says, that was 2 sprints? No, it's 3. That was all 3.
Yep.
And Livia says, thanks for the sprints. Vanessa says, also, Huppy's green card arrived. Oh, yes.
Yay.
Yes. One less thing to worry about. Cross it off the list. And Christina says, tomorrow's morning time pirates, 9 a.m. tomorrow. And we have 100 pages tomorrow where we will be discussing Cricket Kingdom. So come on and stop by and let us know what you thought. And Corey says, I'm home and it's so quiet. I don't know what to do with myself. Productivity or laziness? I mean, it's the first day. Laziness. Come on. It's the first day.
Whatever you want to do.
You could be productive later.
Bask in that quietness.
Laziness. Or you could do like I do and just read a book and pretend it's being productive, right?
I did the same thing on the first day of school, to be honest, because I was just like, it's so quiet. What do I do?
It's like, I mean, I have to finish this book. I swear, it's totally my job, right? It's totally my job.
Yep.
And then we have Courtney sprints and Chantel sprints and Tula sprints. We have all the sprints up, so we can go say hello to all of our friends. And there is BookTube Bibble if you are looking for something else. And remember to hydrate, feed thyself, save progress, laundry, take med, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. And Christina says, thanks for hosting today. Kelly, Alicia, have a beautiful day. You too, Christina. And Dee Dee says, thanks for sprints. Kelly and Alicia, absolutely. Thank you for being here. And Corey says, say it again, Kelly. I like it. Laziness. That's right. Laziness. Do it.
Enjoy the peace and quiet.
That's right. It's the first day. Dee Dee says, Corey, come answer crafty questions with Tula. There you go, Corey. And Christina says, LOL, I was sitting here waiting for you to go to sprint so I could post those. No, we're done, man. We are done.
Yep.
All right. Excellent. Thank you so much, everyone. And we will